Hello, welcome to Kent Beer Reviews. I've not had a lot of pumpkin beers in the past. We're in pumpkin season now. So yeah, I got this one on AlesByMail online. It's from BrewDog. It's their Pumpkin King. It's coming in at 5.4 ABV. It's 20 IBUs. Bit of artwork there, it's worth showing. Pretty wacky. It's a sort of grey, traditional BrewDog cap. Let's get this beer out then and see how I get on with this. I've generally not been a lover of pumpkin beers, so I purchased a few just to see where I am with them. I don't really want to ruin this bottle cap, so wow. On that alone, the spices, it reminds me of cloves that my nan used to put into baking cakes when I was a kid. Wow, that really is, and that's just from the bottle. So I've gone for this little third glass. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I've only had one or two pumpkin beers before. I'll generate a bit of a head there. It's a beer in a glass. It's kind of a coppery, coppery colour, very clear. One finger just off white head. Very clear, light carbonation running through the beer. I was going to do some of these beers outside at night with a light, but I don't think that would have worked. I'm scary enough, I think. So let's get an aroma from the glass. Wow. You're picking up the spices, the obvious pumpkin, cloves. It's almost like some kind of raisin. Quite sweet smelling beer. It's a proper mash-up. I'm intrigued. Let's see if I like this or not. I'm not too sure about these styles, but maybe they love it in America more, I think. But it's catching on over here in the UK. Anyway, cheers. Might need a few mouthfuls here. Actually, it's not too bad. You are picking up the pumpkin, but it's not overbearing. It's very kind of, I wouldn't say so, it's mellow, but the spices are really kind of ramped up there. Gentle carbonation on the tongue, nice mouthfeel. It's leaving quite a nice flavour of pumpkin on the palate even now, and that works really well with the spices. It's not bad actually. I'm pleasantly surprised that I like this. I know a lot of people, a few beer reviewers, don't like pumpkin style beers at all, but you know, I like to give things a try. So yeah, there's some kind of possibly paprika maybe. Maybe some cinnamon, clove. It's probably cinnamon is the main one. It's taking me back. I'm actually quite speechless for a change on a beer review. That it's actually quite nice, but then I've not had a lot to compare this against, so. Spice. It's leaving a nice, I wouldn't say stickiness on the palate, but it's a 5.4%. I know some American ones especially go up much higher than this. The Imperial Pumpkin Ale, if you will. No, this one's got a nice kick. It's alright. I'm pleasantly surprised. There's quite a lot of writing on there. I'm not going to read it out to you, but I'll let you pause it if my recorder wants to. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Quality of my camera on my iPhone is okay, but that's that side. And then there's more about BrewDog. Right, that's enough of that. So 20 IBUs, you're not really picking up any kind of bitterness at all. It's mainly kind of sweet. There's a sweet malt. I don't know what malt's. Barley, I guess. Yeah, barley. Barley, pumpkin, hops, yeast and spices. Best before the 1st of September 2016. Don't know whether pumpkin beers, whether the pumpkin fades over time in a pumpkin beer or not. I have no idea. It's a style of beer that I freely admit I really don't know a lot about. I've been more into my pale ales, IPAs, stouts over the last 10 to 13, 14 years, something like that, since I've been drinking real ale, and bitters of course. So yeah, pumpkin beers, I've had one or two over the years, one or two commercialised pumpkin beers that you can get here, but generally I've not really had a lot of pumpkin beers, so let's see. I don't know if this is pumpkin conditioned. God, that's got more of a strong aroma. It's really nice. It's slightly warming with the spices in there. You can feel it slightly, not burning as in like alcohol burn. It's more of a warming spice. I say burn, but it's that sensation, a warm spice sensation in the stomach. It's really pleasant. I'd imagine this when it's cold. It's not at the moment, but if it ever gets cold this sort of autumn, which at the moment it's been 20 degrees, which is balmy really. This would be very nice in a bit of cooler weather. So yeah. Anything else we need to talk about here? Yeah, there's a website, BrewDog.com. Obviously they're out of Scotland. So yeah, they distribute to their bars. I'd imagine this is most of their bars, and it's almost certainly on keg, I guess. On the date, yeah. And that's about it. One of my first proper pumpkin beers this year. This was, I think it was released last year. I think this is the second year they've done this. So this is the 2015 edition of Pumpkin King from BrewDog. As for a rating, As I said, it's not a style of beer I'm very used to, but that's not bad at all. I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm going to give that. I'll give that a 7.5 out of 10 today. 7.5, 10 out of me. Get my words out. If you've had this beer in the last few weeks since it's been released, be interesting to find out your thoughts on it. So in the comments, be good. Or which pumpkin beer from the UK at least is your favourite? Anyway, put it down in the comments box if you've had it before. Please subscribe and cheers.